You're now streaming live YouTube. Can we talk about Gem, the video caper? I forgot to put a space. Fuck. I can edit that later.
You messed up.
Oh no.
You messed up bad.
Oh no. Let's
On my subscriptions.
yeah.
Isn't that what I hit?
I gotta know what we're.
There we are.
We are live. We are live. Give me the link and mumble.
I'm going.
Once you get it
Channel,
up. Thank
Grissom,
you.
Link to youtube.com.
Give me the link and mumble. Oh no, I can hear myself. Oh shit. Oh wow, the quality's not great. What am I doing? Was it like this last time? Whatever. I don't care. We're reading a book.
Great, it's fine.
You can hear it. Let's go ahead and start promoting. You're right. Your typing is much more quiet. So I still think you should have a dedicated mute button, but that'll be fine.
I'm sure I have one. I'll check in a second. Cha-cha.
Ha cha cha.
Server preferences. Shortcuts.
Schroedcuts. Schroeder.
Shut up.
Two watching now. I'm probably one of the two.
Press shortcut. What's a good key? We had this problem last time.
Left control? Oh no, not left control.
I think my disk eject is a good key. It won't let me use that.
Right control. How often have you used right control?
Almost never.
There you go.
Pretty much only when I'm typing one-handed.
There you go.
When I'm trying to eat and be on the computer at the same time. How we work it. And we work.
No, did I pause this by mistake? I didn't mean to.
Oh. Catch me up.
Huh?
I accidentally paused the YouTube video as well.
I gotta fix my text box here real quick.
Am I too quiet?
Maybe? I could turn you up a bit. Remember last time it was just like you could hear me, or we could hear you. You could hear you through my headphones. Fuck.
Yeah, it seems like in the YouTube video I'm really quiet.
Alright, well I'll turn it up a bit. Yeah, be the barometer on this one. Give me the fucking... No.
Why can't I mute you?
Huh? Yeah, you can just, on Mumble, right-click my name and hit local mute.
Local mute, okay. Okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
I just want to listen to the YouTube video for a second.
Alright, yeah, I turned you up to 10, so as you can hear me.
Oh, this font's too tiny. I gotta make it a little bigger. There we go.
Alright. What am I... No, it gets dark so early now. I'm just like, is one of my light bulbs out? Nope. No, it's not. Alright, well, I'm ready if you are.
My eyes are itchy, but I am ready.
Alright, cool. Alright. Hello, everybody listening, watching, whatever. Welcome to the second annual, biannual, it'll be triannual soon, I guess.
I guess so, if that's how you want to count them.
See, no, it'll be the next year by the next time we do one of these. So the biannual CWTA Pod Soiree Can We Read Adventure. We have here, as you can see in the lovely left corner of the screen, the lovely left half of the screen here, left half corner, we have Gem, Truly Outrageous, The Video Caper, Find Your Fate by Ballantine Books, much like last time here.
Did you notice that the tiny Shayna, Kimber, and Aja look like their doll art?
Yes, it is almost exactly their doll art, and Shayna's got an afro for some reason. It's not shaped like in normal Shayna shape.
She also has a guitar.
She does not until the second. They all three. Well, yeah, Kimber has her.
Correct.
Yeah, but... Kimber has her guitar, but yeah, all three of them are holding. She doesn't have her iceberg guitar.
Not correct. I don't acknowledge it.
There's also a woman dressed as what I can assume is like a wartime nurse, all kind of tied up in the bottom right corner of that.
Yeah. We got some Cold War shit going on.
I was thinking more like World War II, but okay.
You know the Cold War is my favorite one.
It's just so chilly.
It's nice and cold.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is an old book. Oh, well, it's the video caper, written by Gene Warrica.
How does it smell?
Like a book.
Okay. An old book.
Just a book.
Okay, hey, that's the best you can ask for.
Alright. If you can see on the front cover as well. You are Jem. Me are Jem. We Jem.
We definitely made a big deal about that last time, too.
The Misfits kidnap an English princess, hyphen, and blame it on you. You have to find her.
The police cannot be trusted.
We're going concrete jungle law, Jem, frontier justice.
Street justice.
There we go.
Cold War justice. Oh, no.
The spotlight is on you. You are Jem, the hottest rock star around. You and your group, the Holograms, shot to the top of the rock charts, and that's just where you have stayed. Hyphen, on top! But as famous as you are, almost no one knows your secret. You are really Jer-Rika Benton, president of Starlight Music. The Gemstar earrings you always wear are actually mini transmitters that connect to a super advanced computer called Synergy. It is Synergy that creates the holographic images that transform you into the totally outrageous Jim.
I'm gonna need you to slow down just a tad.
As Jim...
It's the back of the book, but come on.
This is the front of the book, actually, and actually, this is the... I'm pretty sure this is on the front of the other book, too. This is the first page of the book.
Oh, the inside, okay.
Yes.
I thought you meant, like, I was like, there's not that much text on the cover.
No, it's hidden right under Kimber's foot.
Okay, perfect.
As Jem, you will lead a glamorous life. Just read the story and follow the directions at the bottom of each page. Hurry, get started at showtime. Alright, back of the book.
It sounds like we're gonna have a shitty time, actually.
Back of the book. You are Jem, again, famous and fabulous rock star.
Still.
In London? London, Paul London, to shoot a video here. You're thrilled with your sensational wardrobe, and with the guest appearance in your video of the pretty young English princess, not Diana.
No, different one.
You and Princess Sarah become friends.
Is that supposed to be like a thing so that kids named Sarah get psyched if they're an English
Whoa,
princess?
shit, dude.
Just like American Girl dolls. Except British.
Oh, Kristen, she is excited about riding with you in the Rockin' Roadster.
Of course she is.
Good.
Would not be.
Oh, to the English countryside for the weekend, but when you stop to change a flat tire, the princess is princess napped.
That's your fault. It's a little bit on you.
You're sure the Misfits are behind this cape? You're sure the Misfits are behind... Are you sure the Misfits are behind this caper, Kristen?
I'm reasonably sure.
It is your quest to find the princess and save your career. You must make the right choices as you find your fate. TM trademark.
Princess.
Register trademark.
Mostly the princess.
Mostly the princess. Cover printed in USA. All right. So find the princess. Anyway. Jem, find your fate number 2, the video Katy Perry, by Gene Warrica. Ballantine Books, New York.
Very exciting.
Copyright 1986. We got all this here. Do you want me to read all this?
No. What I want you to do is scroll down a little bit so I can start typing my notes.
Alright, whatever. There we go. To my mother, Helen. Oh, wait.
Zipper.
I started reading this in a zipper voice and then I got sad. To my mother, Helen, and the memory of my father, John. Eric.
Are we supposed to make fun of this now?
The memory of my father, Eric.
Rest in peace, Dad.
Alright, here we
As
go.
we all know, Eric did die at the end of Gem. That's why he didn't show up in the last episode.
Fiery helicopter crash on the way to, saving the, I don't know.
To go
Fiery
back
helicopter
for his
crash.
Mountain Silver.
Anyway. Page 1. Jerica! Rio comes rushing into your office calling your name. Yes, Rio, you say, looking up at your favorite guy. Good way to establish. There we go. Rio, favorite guy. Good note. What is it? We're going to London, he tells you, to shoot the video for Jem's new album, Crown Jewels.
He just gets to decide that?
I just made the deal. That's wonderful. When do you and Jem leave, you ask? Oh no, you don't get it, Rio replies. We're all going. You, me, and Jem. Wait a minute.
Oh, no, already. issues.
They didn't mention in the thing here, Rio doesn't know your gem. Oh, God.
It's getting complicated.
After we shoot the video, we can sightsee. We leave tonight. Tonight! Do you know... Do we need to go to the airport?
No. We're walking.
Think fast, you tell yourself. How on earth are you going to get yourself out of this situation? There is no way all three of you can go to London together. Your Gem and your Jerica!
Jerica has the flu.
Oh dear, you tell Rio. Oh, please don't be upset with me. I can't leave. I'm swamped with paperwork. You and Gem leave tonight and I'll follow you in a few days.
How many days is this going to take?
Is this the part where I mentioned Gem's passport, Kristen?
No, because if you do, I think they'll just drop dead right here.
Well, all right, he says reluctantly, but promise me that we can...
Definitely in that tone of voice. Okay, boss lady.
But promise me that we can spend some time alone in London. I promise, you say, quickly giving him a kiss on the cheek. By the way,
in London.
city of Big Ben is everything I hope to... Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Twilight in London. So much rain.
The Eiffel Tower. Wait a minute.
No, wrong place. Our parodies never go anyway.
By the way, says Rio, where's Gem? I can't wait to tell her.
She's dead.
She and the holograms are...
I mean, don't worry.
She and the holograms are rehearsing in the studio, you answer. Before you can stop him, Rio is out the door. Turn to page 2.
Well, you just paint yourself into these corners.
You've got to get to the rehearsal studio before Rio. You better act fast. You touch your Gemstar earrings and instantly transform yourself into Gem. Your white business suit turns into a hot pink mini dress.
Yeah.
You add a few touches to your makeup, how? Fluff out your pink hair, how? And you're ready!
You're a hologram, it doesn't work that way!
Fuck, where was I? Before you leave, you can't help but notice yourself in the mirror and think how truly outrageous you look. Goddamn, what a fucking narcissist. God damn it. You slip through a private door that goes from your office to the recording studio!
If you say so.
Whatever. Shayna, Aja, and Kimber are already tuning their musical instruments, their respective music... Tuning?
Tuning them all.
Gotta tune my drums real quick.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. Yep, it's good.
Anyway. Looking good, Shayna tells you as you step up to the microphone. You glance over at Aja, Kimber, and Shayna. Let's rock and roll, you say. At once, everything comes together. The music, the lyric. They didn't even choose what song they wanted to play.
Oh, God. Let's just go.
1, 2,
Talk. And everyone starts playing a different song at the same time, and you're like, this is amazing.
You see Rio enter the studio. He waits until you finish and then walks towards you. Pack your bags, he tells you. We're off to London to make a video of Crown Jewels. That's wonderful, you say, acting surprised. Really, that's wonderful.
You can't just be honest. I already know. I got told.
And Neptune, I only hope that Aja gets lines. Goddamn, I hope so. I hope Aja says something.
The lies just keep stacking up.
By the way, he adds, your friend, the Countess de Fussan will be there!
Is this my belated birthday present? Thank you!
And I've been able to get the princess to play a part. So, what is the Countess going to be doing there? Exactly.
Living it up.
Go to page 3. You arrive in London the next morning, check into your hotel, and then go directly to the studio. The set is fantastic.
Why does it take so long if you're leaving tonight? And then I remembered California is a very far.
Yeah,
from London.
8 hours.
It's a big long flight.
Not an 8-hour flight, 8-hour time difference.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know actually how long the flight from California to London is. It might cover that 8 hours exactly. So it might be midnight when you leave and then midnight when you get there.
You just touch to the ground and go. Time travel.
I've been time displaced.
I've only been in a different time zone maybe twice in my entire life, so it doesn't affect me at all.
We were in a different time zone when we went to Bermuda, I think, right?
Yes, and then I believe once when I was in New Orleans, I think I was an hour.
Yeah,
different.
I think that's... I'm usually good with time zones. Anyway.
And I think when I maybe went to Chicago, it was technically 2 hours then.
Oh my god, it takes 11 and a half hours to fly from California to London? Jesus Christ.
No, thank you. I'll just stay in California. There's weather there.
Fuck, where was I? Alright, okay, yeah. The set is fantastic. You and the holograms try on your costumes. You're happy to see your old friend, the Countess de Voisin, on set. On set when you arrive. Countess, you say, it's so wonderful to see you again. You'd love to spend some time chatting with her, but you see Rio approaching. Fucking Rio. With him is a beautiful young woman. Countess Jem, Rio says formally, allow me to introduce you to the Princess Sarah Ann Paget Smith.
The famous.
The famous, California's famous Princess Sarah Ann Paget Smith.
Well, okay.
What should you do? Do you curtsy? How do you address a princess? Before you can say anything, the princess steps forward. Please, call me Sarah. Princess was my father.
They've already met a princess.
You can't imagine what a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night, it is to meet someone as famous as you. Do I have some kind of problem, Kristen, where I'll read a string of words and immediately make a reference to it?
I think you have a problem. That problem is called pop culture.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway. Sarah isn't stuck up at all. In a matter of moments, you know that the two of you are going to be great friends. Jim, says the Countess, why don't you, the holograms and Princess Sarah, come to my home this afternoon for tea? Your London home, Countess?
Countess, how many homes do you have? Also, I take it back, this isn't a birthday present. It's a horrible nightmare that you have to do the Countess. I can't, because you were the one with the book.
You can take my car, it's parked downstairs.
No! I'm so much better at it!
Turn to page 4.
What? This is taking forever.
What a wonderful idea, you say. Do we have time, Rio? Yes, he answers, but take the rehearsal tape with you. Maybe you can play it in the car on the way down. Okay, you agree, taking the tape and slipping it into your pocket. All Rio seems to think about these days... All Rio seems to think about these days is working Gem. If only he knew. If only he knew.
You made this problem yourself.
Turn to page 54.
You made your bed, now lie in it.
Page 54. 54. All right.
We're really bouncing all over the place, aren't we?
You might want to write page 54 down because I see a decision at the end of this one.
Aha.
Coices.
Coices.
As you start to leave, you hear a commotion in the hallway and go to investigate. The security guard is escorting two young women to the elevator. It's Pizzazz and Stormer, members of the Misfits. The rock group lives to make trouble for you.
Where's Roxy?
Oh, that lives to make trouble for you. I missed a word there. Time to... Oh, excuse me. Take your grubby paws off me, Pizzazz tells the guard. You'll contaminate my outfit!
Whoa, that's super rude. I wonder if Pizzazz is so old that she still remembers when the plague happened and she's like... disgusting peasant.
Are you ready for this fucking terrible burn that the security guard has, Kristen?
No, I don't want to hear anyone be mean to Pizzazz ever.
Outfit, says the guard. You'll go out on the end of my foot! Take your snooping elsewhere, my girls!
Oh, no, you cannot talk to Pizzazz like that.
Wait a minute, this guy's supposed to be British. Why didn't I do a British voice?
Probably because somewhere deep in your heart you knew that you didn't have faith in yourself.
Every male character is Zipper. What am I saying?
Of course they are.
What are Pizzazz and Stormer doing in London? How long were they eavesdropping? And what trouble are they planning? Should you follow the Misfits to try to find out where they're going, or should you forget them and just drive to the Countess's estate with the princess?
Do not look not anti-gift Pizzazz horse in the mouth. I'm not doing great with the idioms. I can't remember the word. I'm not gonna follow the Misfits.
Okay, turn to page 61. So, give here. 61.
61. Damn.
You meet the princess and the holograms as you head out for the Countess's mistake. The Countess's mistake. Regine. As you drive, you try to forget Pizzazz and Stormer. Jem, Sarah says, I know this may sound funny, but I think we're being followed. Suddenly, you hear a loud noise, and your car swerves all over the road. You struggle to control it. You're gonna crash! Oh, no!
As per usual.
You
Just
hold,
another day in the life of GM.
you hold tight to the steering wheel as the car speeds through some bushes near the edge of the road. You are thrown forward as it comes to a sudden stop. Slowly, you, the holograms, and Prince... Didn't the back of the book say the Rockin' Roadster? Did they bring the Rockin' Roadster to... Does the Countess have a copy of the a left side or a right side driving Rockin' Roadster?
What a huge nightmare all around.
Oh, fuck. Is everyone alright, you ask? Anyone hurt? Everyone seems to be fine. What happened? Kimber asks. We had a blowout, you tell them, and then Aja interrupts you. Look! I have a line!
It's me, I'm here too!
Someone put nails on the pavement. This was no accident. You hear a roaring noise coming down the road. What's that sound? Asks Shayna. You turn to look your head. What on earth? Turn to page 23. 23. Here we are. Before you can answer, the Misfits charge down the road on motorcycles.
Of course.
They throw smoke bombs and jeer as they ride around you. I hope it's the guitar motorcycles.
Yeah.
You just knew they were going to cause trouble. Quickly, you shout, everyone back to the car! Everyone reaches the car safely, or so you think. Where's Sarah? You ask, looking around. Too late!
Okay, so we did criticize the description to start with, that they just assumed that after the princess got kidnapped that it was the Misfits.
No,
but this
this is
seems pretty definitive.
Pretty clearly the Misfits.
Yep.
You look out the window just in time to see a big black Mercedes stop. Two men jump out, grab Sarah, and get back into their sedan. So maybe it's not the Misfits. Maybe it's just a coinky-dink.
Intrigue.
Oh no, you gasp. She's being kidnapped. Your heart sinks... Oh wait, your heart sinks to your knees. I thought it was like your heart sinks and then you sink to your knees. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. What?
I've never heard of heart sinking to knees.
What are you going to do? You've got to save her. Should you drive onto the Countess's estate and notify the authorities, or will you lose too much time that way? Maybe you should follow the Mercedes and try to rescue the princess. I think it's too early to try to rescue the princess, Kristen. I don't know about you.
But also the cops can't be trusted.
Like, we learned from the other one, Jules in the Dark, that, yeah, the cops are a little fucky when it comes to this. So...
Yeah. They rewarded us for not trying to seek out help from the authorities, which was amazing.
We did say, Kristen, street justice.
Street justice.
London street justice.
Yes, I would like to go after the Misfits.
Yes, if you decide to drive straight to the Countess's estate, turn to page 20. If you decide to follow the Mercedes, go to page 46. 46. Here we are. I think we should follow the Mercedes' tire tracks before it gets too far ahead, you say. That's a good idea, Jem, says Kimber, opening the trunk of the car and taking out a jack. It's a good thing that I took auto mechanics class in high school.
Why is Aja even here? Why is she here? Why didn't they just leave her at home if they were going to pull this shit?
Within 10 minutes, the girls have changed the tire. You drive in the directions the Mercedes went. Soon you notice that the road ends and the tracks lead off the road across a field. The field is muddy and full of rocks. You don't know if you don't know if the spare tire will make it on that kind of terrain. You'd better follow the tracks on foot. Listen, Shayna, you say, take the car and go back to the Countess's estate. Call Rio and tell him what happened. Kimber, Aja, and I will track the Mercedes on foot. It can't have gotten too far on the road ahead. Okay.
Walking through mud in your high heels is going to go great.
But be careful, Jem. It'll be dark soon, says Shayna.
It's always dark. It's London.
Fuck, I can't think of the thing that Torko says before it'll be dark soon.
I don't know either. For how much we quote Manos, it's been a really long time since I've seen it.
I watched it pretty recently.
Oh, man.
Turn to page 16. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 16, here we are. You, Aja, and Kimber get out of the Countess's car. Ready for action, you say? Let's go! You set a quick jogging pace in your heels, jogging beside the tire track. Do any of who's driving, by the way? Because, I find it odd that they're driving on the, I think you need to, I don't think you can, if you have an American driver's license, I don't think you can just start driving in England. I don't think.
Wait a minute. Super great question.
Anyway, I know we wanted to see the English countryside, says Kimber a little breathless, but this is ridiculous.
So, like, a princess just got kidnapped. Can you guys cool it with the japes?
Slow down, says Aja. I think I see something ahead. Right, you say. It looks like an airfield. You spot the Mercedes parked next to a small plane. No one seems to be around.
Oh my god, I hope we meet a ghost.
A small thicket shack sits on the edge of the field. Jem! Cries Aja. Look at the plane. It says Eric Raymond Enterprises.
Yes.
I should have known, you exclaim. Eric Raymond will do anything to ruin your career. Ever since your dad died, Eric has done everything possible to cause you grief. This time he has gone too far. Where the fuck is the money in stealing a goddamn princess, Kristen?
Just to be petty to Jem and the holograms.
Oh
Jem,
my
that
god.
was priceless. Eric wasn't in the last one, was he?
No, he was not.
Ah, exciting.
And we have more information. If you have a valid driving license from your own country, you can drive in the UK for up to 12 months. Huh. Huh.
Thank you for the live Googling, so that we don't have to do it, Emily.
The more you know. Turn to page 65, which I think is the end of the book. Close to the end of the book. 65.
I
Here.
keep reminding myself that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
No. Wait, says Kimber. If anyone is around, they'll surely recognize you. Let me go. No, it's too dangerous. Why did I read let me go like get your hands off me? Let me go.
Let me go.
Set me free and let me fly.
Let me guess. Disguise yourself.
No, it's too dangerous, you say. You touch your Gemstar earrings and instantly transform yourself into Jerica.
Well, what? He also knew who that is.
Everyone may know me as Gem, you say, but few people will recognize Jerica. Oh, like Eric Raymond?
Or just disguise yourself.
You set out for the... Oh, I said thicket before. It's a ticket shack. Excuse me.
Whatever.
When you reach it, you knock loudly. Come in, doors open, a voice says. Hello, you say, entering. I want to charter an airplane outside. Oh, fuck. That airplane outside. Can you tell me where the pilot is? Not for hire, lady, the clerk tells you. That's a private plane. Belongs to an American gentleman. Just fueled it up, says he's leaving soon.
Take out the plane.
Thank you, you say. I'll try somewhere else. You leave quickly. You touch your earrings and transform back into Gem.
This was all pointless.
Since Jerica's supposed to be back in New York, it would be too risky to keep up that identity for too long. Then why do it in the first place? When you get back to Aja and Kimber, you tell them that the plane is fueled up and ready to take off. We need to get inside for a better look before the pilot returns. Maybe Sarah is inside. Let's go. Turn a page.
It's definitely already super illegal to kidnap a princess. 10 times more illegal to move her to a different country.
47 is where we're going. 47. Here we are. I don't like this, says Kimber, stepping onto the plane. It could be trouble. Should have brought your gun.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Just as the three of you get inside, you see a Jeep driving up to the plane. Up to the plane. I was going to up into the plane like it's a cargo plane.
Doing a sick jump off of the wing of the plane. Woo!
Just cause. Who could it be? Quick, hide behind these seats, you whisper as you hold your breath. The Jeep stops. Someone is coming into the plane, but you can't see who it is just from your hiding place. The sound of footsteps echoes on the metal ladder. Then silence. Okay, girls, a voice says. I know you're here. Come out. You know that voice. It's... Turn to page 5. It's Rio!
What?
Oh, Rio! You shout. You sure gave us a scare, but I'm glad to see you. How did you find us? You ask.
Super quick.
Giving him a friendly hug. After all, he is Jerica's boyfriend, not Gem's.
Yeah.
Shayna told me, he says, and I just followed the same tracks you did. But now that I'm here, you girls should really go home. Please let a man take care of this.
Excuse me, a man is here. Don't worry, you don't have to be afraid anymore.
No way, Rio. You say, Rio, I feel strange. Faint. Oh! A hissing sound fills the cabin. Knockout gas! He shouts.
Are you making this up?
Knockout gas, he shouts. Hold your breath. I'm going to try to block the gas. I'm going to stand directly in front of the vent and breathe in really deep.
I'm going to wrap my lips around the vent and just...
Rio takes off his jacket and tries to stuff it into the vent above you. It's a trap, he says. Someone must have been in here all along. You hear the engine starting up. The plane is taking off. Too late, you say, sliding to the floor. You're out cold. Turn to page 26.
I'm surprised we haven't lost yet.
Yeah, really. We've only been given 2 choice pages so far.
Right?
Here we go. Here's one.
Let me make some more bad decisions.
Make a note of page 26, please.
We got some choices coming up?
Yes, we do.
Oh, great.
When you wake up, nothing seems very clear. Bit by bit, it all comes back. The knockout gas, the plane taking off. Rio! You go over to the nearest window and look outside. Oh no! Rio, you shout. Aja, Kimber, wake up! We're not in England! We're... Oh, I don't know where we are.
What?
Wait for me to deliver lines completely wrong. Slowly, Rio gets to his feet and looks out the window with you. He glances at his watch. We've been out for 5 hours, he tells you. We could be anywhere, Aja adds. 5 hours, I'm going to say mainland England?
Yeah, you're not anywhere.
Or mainland Europe, excuse me. Maybe Philadelphia?
Yeah, you want to come to Pennsylvania?
She's right. You could be anywhere, I guess.
No, not really.
You see trees, water, palm trees.
What?
You're obviously somewhere tropical. Off to the right, you spot a road which cuts through the jungle? Rio, you say, there's a road which leads away from the plane. I think we should get off this plane while we can. Let's take that road. And go where? Asks Rio. We have no supplies, no maps. We're safer if we stay here until we can figure out where we are. If you decide to wait on the plane, go to page 30. If you decide to take the road, page 35. Are we going to be proactive, Kristen? Let's throw it to the audience.
Okay, yeah, sure. We'll do some picking while we got people in the chat.
Well,
My inclination is to fuck whatever Rio says.
I'm going to take a drink really quick.
Yeah, keep those vocal cords all nice and lubed up.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, stop it.
One of my favorite things is to make stupid noises while drinking water.
I know. Thanksgiving's gonna be a lot of fun.
Get off the plane. Screw Rio. I agree!
Yeah!
So, take the road, page 35. That's where we're going. I started going in the opposite direction of page 35. You'd think I'd know how to count. Anyway. Perhaps you're right, says Rio. Let's try the road. You follow the road through the jungle. The sweet aroma of tropical flowers and spice plants fills the air. You hear cries of birds and wild animals. Have
Got a
you...
pretty good deal here.
Have you any idea where we are? You ask Rio. The Canary Islands, maybe. Or the Caribbean. Who knows? Rio answers.
Somewhere.
The road turns into a dirt path. You're getting tired and you're hungry. Do you think we can find something to eat? Kimber asks. Sure, Rio says. Stay here a minute and I'll test. And stay here a minute and rest. I'll scout around. Turn to page 50.
Tropical hikes.
Ba-da-ba. Here we are. Within minutes, Rio returns with mangoes and papayas.
Oh, he's the worst. I hate him.
He neatly pares and slices the fruit with his pocket knife. You have never tasted anything so wonderful in your whole life. The sounds of the jungle are like music. How beautiful, you think. Without realizing it, you start to hum along. Suddenly, you sit up straight. Rio, do you hear music? Yes, he says. It's just the sound of the jungle.
Oh, God. Romeo.
All these fine places you never get to go when you're white. You think so? Since when do animals play guitars? You ask. Guitars? Aja and Kimber say in unison.
What an idiot.
What the motherfuck? Turn to page 40.
This is already taking us places I didn't expect.
I hear guitar music, you say. You're right, Jem, says Aja. I hear it too. Well, what are we sitting here for? Let's go investigate.
Let's go jam with the monkeys.
Did Rio not hear this either?
He's guitar deaf.
Whatever. Once you start walking down the road, after a short time, the music becomes louder and louder. It seems to be coming from the west. You spot a footpath, and show the others. This could be what we're looking for, says Rio. Within minutes, you find yourself in front of a huge iron fence. The gates are locked, but you could see a beautiful villa in the distance. Villa, excuse me.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jem? Asks Kimber. Should we go inside? I'm too tired to go on, you say, even though I just had a fucking great mango. Ooh! Ooh, it was a good mango! Ooh, that's a good mango!
The best one.
Let's take a chance. At least we'll find out where we are. Turn to page 37. When you walk through the iron gate, you find yourself on a beautiful lawn. In the distance, you can see a crystal blue pool. People are swimming, dancing, and eating. Jem! Someone behind you shouts. You stop in your tracks. Aren't you Jem, the rock star?
No.
A young man asks, walking towards you. Yes, you say. Eric never mentioned you'd be here. Eric? Eric Raymond! That snake! Have you walked right into his nest, his snake nest?
Snake nest.
Eric Raymond, snake nest. Turn to page 51. When are we gonna find choice that leads to death and destruction, fashion, and fame?
I don't know, man.
Eric.
When do I get to execute this princess with my own 2 hands?
Eric, you say. Eric Raymond? Is he here? Why, yes, continues the young man. What a wonderful surprise. Jem, here, in person. Could I possibly persuade you to sing? Maybe later, answers Rio. He takes you by the arm and steers you away. You look over your shoulder and see Kimber and Aja heading for the food. Alright, whatever.
Yeah, I feel that.
Don't look now, says Rio, but our royal princess is sitting over there and she doesn't look very uncomfortable. What? You say. Are you suggesting she's a guest? Suddenly, a loud, shrill scream fills the air, followed by a splash. Turning around, you see Pizzazz emerging from the pool. Rio, you say, I'm beginning to smell a rat. Oh, that's Pizzazz? That's not a rat. I understand her hair is gigantic, but she's a person. Thank you.
She's beautiful and perfect, and I love her.
Speaking...
So I gotta admit, I am getting a little bit distracted because I am attempting to find island music. And I'm specifically looking for a single track from the soundtrack of Hamtaro Ham. And let me tell you, it is so hard.
I apologize.
There's another song that's really good. Hang on.
Speaking of rats, says Rio, here comes Eric Raymond. Sure enough, Raymond is slowly walking toward you. Jem, my dear, how nice of you to drop in, he says through gritted teeth. Turn to page 8. Page 8. Please make a note of page 8 when you have a chance.
Sorry, I'm looking for the hula music.
Hula girls! Hula music is hard to find. I agree. Eric smiles at you. For gritted teeth, I guess. He glances around and spots Aja and Kimber at the buffet table. I see your whole entourage is with you, Eric says. Eric? Kind of missing somebody.
Yeah, like... What is going on?
What, you mean the girl with the purple hair, she isn't your chauffeur? I don't understand.
So rude. So very rude.
Rio steps forward, but you stop him. Zipper! A thug who works for Eric Raymond is lurking in the background!
This is just the greatest hits of our favorite voice characters. So scroll down when you have a minute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought I fixed my shit so it didn't have these page breaks. Oh, whatever. Anyway. Oh, no, because you made this. That's why, I think.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
Either way. Oh. Zipper is lurking in the background waiting for a chance to throw a punch at Rio, as he would be. So you figured out... Oh no, this is probably still Eric. So you figured out my little game. I must remember to never underestimate you, Jem. You're not as dumb as you look, Eric says insultingly.
Sorry, I'm writing a prayer.
Ah, man.
Ah, man.
You glance over at Rio and see that he's about to slug Eric. Although you would love to see Raymond get it right here and now. Whoa, get it right here and now. Goddamn, Jem.
Keep it in your pants.
There are still many questions to be answered. Quick! Rio practically has smoke coming out of his ears. What are you gonna do? Oh, should we let Eric get punched? Let Rio deal with Eric. Turn to page 63. Try to keep him and your temper under control. Turn to page 24. Is he about to get a face full of fist right now, Kristen?
It's so tempting.
I want to add a GIF, so we're gonna let Rio punch Eric.
I think so too.
63. Rio advances toward Eric and pushes him hard right into the pool. Eric comes up yelling and cursing, but the music is too loud, so the guest thinks he's just partying a little harder than usual.
Woo!
Before you know it, one of the guests pushes another guest into the pool, and then they tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and so on and so on. Before long, half the guests in the pool are laughing and splashing, the other half are throwing things and screaming, party, party, party.
So is Eric dressed like Beach Eric right now?
Just like a ship's captain.
But oops, my shirt fell off.
Don't look now, Jem, but this party has turned into a brawl. You have to wait for another time to get to the solution of the video caper mystery, but right now it looks like you're going for a swim. Splish!
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Oh, whatever. That wasn't even fun. He got pushed into the pool. He didn't even get punched.
No. Okay, so I guess what we know the correct answer is to not... to let everyone simmer down a little bit.
Well, we're gonna add the gif that I like the most to Jim getting pied in the face from Surprise Surprise. That whole big gambit of dressing Stormer like a chauffeur to give them a box with Roxy in it to have them scared and turn around and Pizzazz throws a pie in Jem's face, and that is Surprise Surprise.
Emily has sent us some island music for this island party.
Oh yes, thank you. Link it in Mumble so I may play it in the background here.
Yes. Cannot believe I couldn't find the Hamtaro Hula music.
Channel, Grisson,
Oh, cool.
youtube.com/.
Didn't link correctly.
Of course it did.
equals
She tweeted
S62K
it at you.
_.
Huh? Oh,
Just
fuck.
go on Twitter.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I can't do everything for you.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, whatever. Let me... Go ahead. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. I assume that's low enough. That might be kind of loud. Let me go ahead and...
I can't hear anything.
I know you
Because
can't.
I'm on Mumble.
But I'm broadcasting from my thing, so everybody else can hear it, I'm sure.
Might be just a little loud, but
Yeah, I turned it down a bit.
okay, good. Thank you, Emily.
Yeah, we're going to page 24 now. I don't know if there's a choice on this one.
I'll make notes of the choice pages.
Very good. You hold on to Rio's arm. He doesn't move. His fists are tightly clenched, but he stays in control. You
His
have
toned arm. You're a little impressed.
you have no idea what Eric is talking about, but it must have something to do with the kidnapping and your music. Is this more Monkey Island music? Did this automatically go to another video?
That's fine.
We're just
all good.
have the Monkey Island OST in the background. Why not?
Yeah.
Where were we? Fuck. But it must have something to do with the kidnapping and your mysterious airplane ride. What did you hope to accomplish by your little game? I thought that was Eric. You ask, hoping Eric will explain. That's easy. I hired Candy Lane to sabotage Beastie Boys sabotage your little video, he says.
He's admitting it.
Pointing out the so-called prince. Oh, he says pointing out the so-called princess. Wait, so that's a body double? What?
What?
Why, the overtime alone would have run into the millions. Plus, when everyone found out your princess was a fraud, you would have been the laughingstock of the industry. What? Huh?
How do you end up with a fraudulent princess? Hey, Rio. Want to tell us something?
But why kidnap your own fake princess? Gem.
You
Says
just don't understand. I'm playing three-dimensional chess.
the Countess. I could have never fooled the Countess. My little candy could easily fool you. But never real nobility. So the Countess is actually. I mean, she's a Countess is a Countess, I guess. So whatever. You're absolutely furious, but you've got to remain in control. Count to 10 and turn to page 36.
1, 2, 10. Have we determined where we are yet?
No.
That's fine.
The Eric Raymond Island Villa Spectacular.
I love it. Just like my K dramas.
Alright, where did I say? Was it 36? Fuck.
I wasn't listening.
Oh, I had to... God damn it. No, I think I'm good. You're behind all this trouble, says Rio. Quite right, says Eric. No hard feelings, I hope. My pilot got a little carried away with that knockout gas. No hard feelings, says Rio as he calmly steps forward to push Eric into the pool. When Zipper rushes forward, you neatly trip him. He goes flying into the pool as well. Outrageous, shouts Kimber and Aja. We have a great act, says Rio. Act, you say. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not Eric. Why do I keep thinking Eric's talking? God damn it. Act, you say.
You just want to say everything with derision.
Getting an idea. Aja, Kimber, we're gonna give a special performance. Quick, into the cabana. You pull the rehearsal tape out of your pocket. Rio, put this tape on and announce our act in about 15 minutes. Jem, says Aja, we look awful. We have no costumes, no makeup, no music. We don't have Shayna. We don't have a person in our band?
It's fine, you Paul.
I've got a drum machine on my guitar, says Kimber, of course. That isn't part of the book, that was me saying.
I believed you for a second.
Stop complaining. You say, we'll just improvise. Oh, my God.
That always works.
That's even worse.
Adriana, pretend you're Kimber.
Bam!
Actually, you don't. Bam.
Zipper and Eric pull themselves out of the pool. You'll pay for this, shouts Eric. No, you answer, you'll pay. Wow, got him good. Turn to page 72. Oh, I think I went to the wrong page. You, Aja, and Kimber enter the cabana. You shower and change. Okay, Synergy, you say, touching the Gemstar earrings. Showtime. When you and the holograms come out of the cabana, you look outrageous. Your concert costumes glitter in the sun, and the music begins. Rio announces you, and you step up to the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, you say, we are pleased to entertain you with a benefit concert. You look over at Eric and...
It's not a benefit concert just because you say it is.
You look over to Eric to be sure he's listening. Eric Raymond has generally agreed to double our fee and donate it to a special charity. Starlight House for Girls!
This is extortion!
Applause! And he has agreed to match any donation you may wish to make as well. Now you add, showtime. Let's rock and roll! The end.
What?
I think I went to the wrong page at one point.
Well, revenge concert.
Oh, where were we? Page 8?
Page 8, yes.
I think that's where the trouble happened, because I read the fake princess stuff. Turn to page 24. That's where, I'm pretty sure I went to page 24. I swear to God, if I read the wrong page of these here. You hold
We
on
got
to
a bad ending either way, so...
No, wait, here we go. Fake princess. Now turn to page 36. Turn to page 36. So we shouldn't be at Eric's area, I guess?
This happened last time, too, where there was all of a sudden references to wigs and shit that we didn't get because we didn't read the right part first.
Wait a minute. So, page 8. That's where we were. And then we're on page 26.
We just did a bad job.
If we wait on the plane, turn to page 30 if you decide to take the road. Wait, what? 26. Huh? Oh, wait, no, okay. No, I'm sorry. No, yeah, so this is where we went to Eric Raymond's cabana place instead of waiting on the plane.
Yes.
So, let me just go to page 30 real quick and make sure that that's not an ending. Yeah, that's a different thing. Alright, so, yeah, I think we gotta go back to page 26 here, but let me add a GIF real quick, as is my normal fashion.
So I guess we're gonna go back to page 26 and plane wait.
Plane wait. Where are we exactly still?
I don't know.
Go ahead and put the Rockin' Roadster. Oh, I should reverse this. No, wait, that doesn't work. I was going to say it should be a right side driving Rockin' Roadster, because we're in England. Page 30, so that's where we're going. You're right, we should stay on the plane, you tell Rio. Maybe we can find out where we are, or what happened to Sarah. I'll search the front of the plane while you look around back. If anybody hears anyone, sing out! Huh? Sing out?
What? No.
You reach the cockpit and find a few maps, some empty coffee cups, and a half-eaten apple. No pilot, no crew, no Sarah. The apple reminds you how hungry you are. Maybe the others are having better luck. As you turn to leave, you see some men approaching...
Please don't eat the half-eaten apple.
You see some men approaching the plane. You turn to the... you run to the back. Someone's coming! You say, I think it's the pilot! How do you know that? Is he dressed like a plane's captain?
A plane's captain?
Back to where you were, says Rio. Pretend you're still out. We'll see what they do. You hear the pilot climbing into the cockpit, and then you hear the engines revving up. Oh no! The plane is starting up to move down the runway. Rio, let's jump off while we still have a chance, Kimber says. No! Says Rio. It's too late to jump. I'll have to stay put. What do you say? Kristen, are we gonna Daredevil Kimber this bitch?
Hello?
Yes.
I lost you for a second there.
Oh, sorry. Are we gonna Daredevil Kimber this bitch right now?
You sound a little bit robot-y.
Oh, alright. We'll give it a second then. Go ahead and turn off the Monkey Island music really quick. It was good while it lasted. And, go ahead and... Oh, good, ship's captain.
Yep.
Close Steam, just in case Steam started downloading something by mistake. Alright, are we good?
That would do it. You're still robot-y?
I sound fine on the stream, so it's just you, Kristen! Unplug and replug your internet real quick.
No, Joe. It's not.
Huh?
It's not me. It's you. My ping is only 30.
Let's see.
I think we're lagging a little bit.
That's probably it. Mine's only 53, so... It's probably Mumble. You're probably right on one. It's usually Mumble.
Can you count really quick?
1,
2,
3.
4. Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, you try closing Mumble and reopening just in case.
That's true. I'm the only person who can do that.
Yeah.
Grissom entered
Hello.
channel.
Hello.
1,
2,
3.
4.
We're good.
Alright. Okay, here we go. Where were we? Oh yeah, staying on the plane. That's where we
Plane
were.
captain.
Plane captain. Anyway. Oh yes. Oh yeah, do you want to stay on the plane or jump off the plane?
That depends. Do we know if there's sand or ocean?
Kimber's the one who suggested jumping off the plane, so I kind of want to take Kimber's advice because she's a dumb teenager.
Yeah, she's classically had good luck jumping off of things too. What page are we on?
This is page 30 right now. Jump. I agree. Turn to page 52. I've lost my finger on page 30. God damn it. There we are, page 30. 52. Wait. Oh, 68 is the one where you jump off the plane. Excuse me.
Ah.
68, here we are. I think you're right, Kimber. We should try to get off the plane, as you say. You say now. Usually, we should try to get off the plane now, you say. Whatever. As the plane taxis down the runway, it slows for a turn. Now is the best chance to jump out. Rio moves the hatchway and slides the door open. The ground seems to be moving awfully fast. Jim, Kimber, Aja, says Rio, jump now! Try to roll once you hit the ground, quickly before the pilot starts to speed up. You hold your breath, cross your fingers, and jump. Somehow you make it without breaking every bone in your body. Only a few bones, most of them, but not all of them.
That's fine.
Aja, Kimber, and Rio follow. All four of you run for cover in the trees. The pilot takes off almost immediately. You watch the plane ascend and eventually disappear. Now what? The silence is unbearable. You don't know where you are. You don't know where you're going. It's hot.
Literally nothing has changed.
You are standing on the edge of a runway in the clearing of a tropical jungle. A breeze and the smell of salt water tells you that you must be near the sea. Maybe you're
Joe,
on an
please scroll
island.
down before my joke isn't relevant anymore.
Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. It was on a completely different page. No wonder.
Alright, we'll fix it. There we go.
Move up. Alright. Where were we? Maybe we're on a tropical island. Page 32 is where we're going. If we go back to where we were previously, where we were going to Eric's mansion.
Then we need to stay on the plane.
32. Rio, you say, we might as well get started. I have the feeling... Wait, 32. Do I want to make sure? Turn to page 32. Okay. Rio, you say, we may as well get started. I have the feeling we're going to be doing a lot of walking. You start walking along the edge of the runway to the road that leads out of the airport. This would be a beautiful place to spend a vacation, Kimber says, if only we knew where we were. It is awfully hot. The road seems to be leading nowhere. Then you hear a motor behind you. Jem, do you hear that? Aja is practically shouting. I think it's a car. The car is a Jeep. As it gets closer, you can see the policeman inside. He stops the Jeep and gets out. Great, you're saved. You found help. Good day, he says. May I see some identification, please? He speaks English. What more could you hope for? Oh, thank goodness you're white. Identification, you say. Listen, we've been kidnapped, zapped with knockout gas, and we need help. You have no identification, he asks.
Oh, Lord.
But, you try to say, turn to page 39.
Well, Jem doesn't have a passport, so...
Well, you'll have to come with me to headquarters. We have to be careful about smugglers on our lovely island. Don't you recognize us? Asked Kimber. We're holograms. Oh no! We're the holograms. And this is Jem, the famous rock star. Jem. So you're here to smuggle gems with your gang called the Holograms.
Your ears are bad.
No, wait, you say, I can explain. Too late. He escorts you out of the Jeep. It looks like you're going to be explaining for a long time. Sarah has waited this long to be rescued. She's just going to have to wait a bit longer. Right now, your adventure is at an end. Oh, no! Police! Where were we?
Jumping
30?
out of the plane wasn't a great idea, but I guess they couldn't end it with you just dying.
30, yes, is where we were previously. But time to add a GIF in our classic sense. Thing that we totally do all the time, like it's
Our own particular idiom.
Yep. Here we go. Where are we going? Oh, I like this one. Nope, there we go. Put that right there.
It's a fun surprise. I have to wait and watch for the stream.
The stream's pretty far behind, I noticed.
It is. Well, we do our best.
We do. We try. We don't.
No.
Page, if you try to stay on the plane, page 52. That's where we're going. A helm. You're right, Rio, you say. It's too late to jump, but we'll just have to stay on the plane and see where we go. Well, we might as well at least enjoy the ride. I found some chocolate bars in the back! What?
Knock out the captain!
I found some chocolate... Why would you knock out the captain when the fucking plane is about to taxi, Kristen?
Because you don't want to...
Wait a minute! Somebody here has a pilot's license!
Maybe.
That
Did
wrinkle...
anything about it?
That wrinkle Christy Marks added to Rio's character in the middle of the second season!
We were paying attention, were you?
I found some chocolate bars in the back, says Kimber, passing out the candy. Everyone find a seat and buckle up, says Rio. If the pilot hears us back here, we may get a second blast of that knockout gas.
Oh, Jesus. Or, there's so many of you, subdue him.
But Kristen, so many of them are women!
That's true, they can't be expected to do anything.
Don't worry about that, you say. When I was searching the cockpit, I saw the fuel tanks and the dial registered near empty. We're not going very far. What if the pilot has a jetpack? Jetpack. What if the pilot... Oh my god, I've been watching The Rocketeer too much. What if the pilot has a parachute and he was told by Eric to crash this plane in the middle of the goddamn ocean?
It's a suicide mission.
As if on cue, the plane starts to take a nosedive and spin crazily.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. What's happening? You try to say as you stumble around. I'm going to try to reach the cockpit, says Rio, undoing his seatbelt. I'm going with you, you say, hanging onto the seat in front. You and Rio are tossed from side to side. Moving forward is like heading into a wind tunnel. It seems to take hours just to move a few inches. At last you reach the pilot's cabin and you look inside. You feel as if someone has just punched you in the stomach. Kristen, this plane does not have a fucking pilot. Oh my god. Turn to page... Turn to page...
We were at an island party a little while ago.
Turn to page 57. The pilot's cabin is empty. He's bailed out and left you and your friends alone. I predicted the future, Kristen. I am fucking clairvoyant.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. Alright. You look around the cabin in desperation. You see a bin marked parachutes. Bracing yourself to keep from falling, you open the box. Someone has slashed the silk of the chutes! You sink...
We're all gonna die.
You sink into the co-pilot's seat and get a look over at Rio. I'm sorry, Rio. I got you into this mess, but we'll figure out a way somehow. Aja and Kimber appear at the cabin door. They quickly realize the situation. Jem, gasps Kimber. Do something!
Figure it out for us!
I'm 22 years old and I don't know what I want to do with my life!
I need more time!
I can't make tough decisions! I'm a president! Don't panic, you say. Go back and buckle yourselves into the seats. We may crash, so brace yourselves.
Oh my god.
You glance over at Rio, who's taken over the controls. You can fly this plane? You ask incredulously. Yes, he says coolly. I could. If we had a map, if we had enough gas, and if we could find a landing strip.
Why did you even go for it?
Turn to page 62. 62. Rio taps his fingers against the glass dial on the panel. Empty, he says. Look out the window, Jem. No flat land. We can't land in the trees. You desperately search the landscape for open space. Maybe the dial is broken! You say hopefully. Maybe we have a full tank!
Wishful thinking.
Almost immediately, the right engine starts to sputter. Come on, man!
The whole plane just explodes.
The propellers slow, then stop. Then the left engine sputters, but miraculously, it starts running again. But for how long? Hang on, says Rio. Hang on, says Rio. Brace yourselves. We're going to make a crash landing. You look over at Rio. You'd love to tell him your secret, that you're both Jerrica and Jem.
It's turning into the ending of Seinfeld.
All you have to do is touch your earrings, then I cheated in the contest!
Nah. Jem Seinfeld AU never touched.
Not just yet, you think. Let me look one more time. There has to be a place to land this plane. Turn to page 14.
There on that aircraft carrier.
The plane dips lower and lower. Rio is struggling to keep it aloft. Your eyes skim the countryside. You spot water. Rio, there's water. That means beach, sand, flat land. Rio maneuvers the plane toward the water. The jungle grows right to the edge of the... Grows right to the edge of the water.
You know, like trees.
No luck. Huge rocks appear on the beach. You hold your breath. Your heart is pounding so loud, Rio must hear it. You turn away so he won't see how frightened you are, and you brace yourself for the crash. How about you brace yourself and not turn away?
Just put your seatbelt on and hope.
10. The plane sinks lower. It's sand! Shouts Rio. You open your eyes as he neatly lands the plane. Everyone's safe.
It's fine.
But what about Sarah? Is she safe? And how are you going to get out of here?
Huh?
Somehow, you know these are important questions, but right now, just being alive is a gift. Hey, you say, tapping Rio on the arm. Want to go for a dip? That sounds like a good idea. Cool off now, and then you'll be ready for more adventure the next time you dip into the video caper! The end! So we should have just went to the Countess's house, I guess.
Or, do we do the third option for the Eric punch?
No, there were only 2 options.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we're going back to the Countess's house.
Wow, Jesus. We got led down a path of, like, an island adventure and shit?
Jesus.
This is
Where's
weird.
Roxy?
Where is Roxy? Alright, where's the GIF that I want to put in here? Let's go with this one. I cannot believe this shit.
This is just really going poorly.
Oh, fuck, alright. Oh, I gotta remember, Kristen, what page was that? Was the first choice? Second choice?
It was page 23.
23, thank you.
I went back and checked.
23. Oh, 23. If you drive straight to the Countess's estate, turn to page 20. Man, we lost Shada for 90% of that book, too? Jesus.
Shada's just gone.
We must get to the Countess's estate and notify the authorities, you say. I agree, says Kimmer, but first, we've got to fix this tire. You, Aja, and Kimber are able to fix the tire without wasting too much time. Aja reads you the map, and you drive directly to the Countess's estate. The Countess greets you at the door when you arrive. Jem, I was getting so worried about you. She says, come to the library. What's inside? I'll tell you what's happened. Oh, wait, no, excuse me. You're telling her what happened. I knew something was wrong, she said, walking towards the desk. The note came for you just minutes before you arrived. What note? Oh, this note, excuse me.
Man, just single word just completely changed the meaning.
She hands you a sealed note. Your name is typed on the envelope. A chill runs down your... J-I-M.
Yeah, we get that from British people a lot.
You read the note. If you want to see the princess alive, go to the old deserted castle!
Well, okay.
In Tannington Wells. No police. Come alone. Someone will be watching you. Turn to page 31. The note is tight. There are no clues as to who wrote it, or what they want with you. Countess, you say, do you know anything about the castle mentioned in the note? I'm afraid I've never been there, although it is very close by. I just don't want to go there, I guess.
I am too lazy.
I can draw you...
I cannot walk anywhere if I can help it.
I can draw you a map showing how to get there. The place is open to tourists during the summer.
Is it summer?
But now it should be closed.
No.
Well, you say, someone is planning a special opening for me. You're not going, Shayna says breathless. It has to be a trap.
I'm here too.
Jem, says Kimber, let us all go with you. We could surprise them and rescue the princess. It's safer that way. I won't let you put yourself in danger. I don't know, Kimber, you say. I think I might have to go alone. The princess's life could be in danger, and it would be safer if I followed her instructions.
Or maybe
right?
we could use synergy to disguise everyone.
Whoa. Hey.
So everyone else also gets turned into abandoned castles, and then you confuse the kidnapper.
Please note page 31, Kristen.
Okay.
What should you do? If you decide to follow Kimber's advice and take the holograms with you, turn to page 53. If you decide to go alone, turn to page 42.
I think we should throw it to the comments again.
All right, where are we going? Are we bringing the entire crew, or are we not going with the entire crew and going alone because Jem is...
Do we listen to the ransom letter or not?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I feel like based on our experience with the last book, it really could be either.
It could be a Big Lebowski situation, too. That would be fun.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's a good movie. Bring the crew. M1 says to make it interesting. All right, M1,
Let's do it.
I believe you. 53. 53. Kimber's right, you decide. With the hologram's help, you may be able to sneak up on the kidnappers and surprise them. I think you may be right, you say. In fact, I already have a plan. Kimber,
What?
you say, you should stay here in case the kidnappers try to reach us. Kimber's the one who...
Most useless. Don't come.
Kimber's the one who had the plan to bring everybody.
No, fuck her.
If you don't hear from me in 2 hours, call Rio and tell him what happened. You want to be sure Kimber's in a safer place. After all, she is your sister. You'd never forgive yourself if she got hurt. You can tell
The
Kimber...
other ones aren't your sisters. Just your foster sisters. You know, like fake sisters.
They don't even have parents!
I mean, you had parents.
You can tell Kimber is disappointed, but she knows better than to argue with you about something like this. Aja?
Because she'll get a whipping.
Aja, Shayna, this may be dangerous. Are you sure you want to come along? Yes, they reply. Let's do it. Good. Oh.
Would be great in a situation like this, Haley Kyoko.
Oh, no.
Oh no?
Oh, no.
What?
Good, you think to yourself. Aja's karate could come in handy.
What? No. No. Fuck.
Kristen, pull me up the origin of karate, please. Maybe this can give us some insight into where Aja is from.
I'm Googling karate. I mean... Are we assuming that just because she knows karate that means her heritage? It's Japan.
It's the biggest lead that we have here. So there we...
Japan.
Karate. Japanese. I should have known, because... Fuck, what was it? The episode of Futurama? Was it with the Star Trek ones where George Takei says that he knows karate? And then he was... Do you remember the episode of The Twilight Zone, Kristen, where George Takei had a weird World War II flashback where I think that he became a Japanese World War II officer or some dumb shit?
No,
In, like, the attic?
I do not.
I remember that.
You remember a lot more things than I do.
Shayna's only good at staying cool under pressure, Kristen. She doesn't have capoeira or anything, I guess.
I guess. Hey, why can't Shayna have karate? I'm just asking.
Neptune, we don't know. We don't know if Aja's Chinese. It's the fucking Hank Hills, are you Chinese or Japanese? We don't know! She's Laotian. We'll just say she's from Laos.
Sure.
Fuck it. Alright, so 67. That's where we're going. Here we are. You, Aja, and Shayna drive to the castle following the map drawn by the Countess. As you approach the front entrance, you turn off your lights. We'll park the car here, you say. Aja, open the hood and pull out some part so the car will look disabled. Huh?
Okay.
What?
Can Aja do that?
Aja quickly lifts the hood. I wish I knew more about cars. What is this book doing to Aja?
She got to talk, and all of a sudden she forgot. She has amnesia.
Her main character trait is just gone.
Now her new character trait is karate.
Here goes nothing. Aja falls to the ground after a loud pop. Sparks fly from the car. Aja, are you okay? Are you hurt?
She's passed out.
Turn to page 28.
God.
Fucking killing Aja. What is this book doing? Quiet.
And like it was cute when the last book made Stormer a vegetarian.
Quiet, Jem, Aja says, standing up. You'll wake the dead. I thought this was supposed to be a surprise party.
What?
The three of you have a fit of giggling, then you actually set off across the drawbridge. The castle actually has a moat! What?
So I have a question.
Yes.
They were trying to make the car look like it was broken down.
Yes.
It seems like they actually broke it down.
We'll find out!
I guess so.
We can't just walk up to the front door and ring the bell, says Shayna. Who do we ask for? The kidnappers? But this is just what we're going... But that is just what we're going to do.
That's the plan.
After we make a few changes. You touch your Gemstar earrings and instantly you, Aja, and Shayna are transformed into 3 punk rockers complete with spiked hairdos.
Question.
Yes.
Why?
Why? Why indeed, Kristen?
Explain it to me.
When you ring the bell to the Great Hall of the Castle, it's answered by someone you've met before. It's me, Zipper! A thug who works for your old enemy, Eric Raymond. Somehow you knew he was involved. Zipper stands in the doorway. He likes what he sees. Hello, love. What can I do for you 3 ladies?
I'm into the punk rockers.
Wheels broke down, says Shayna. Can you give us a hand? My pleasure, he says. Just lead the way. Shayna and Zipper go off toward the car. Zipper doesn't notice that you and Aja slip inside the door to the castle. Turn to page 41.
Shouldn't Zipper know that being horny on the job is not gonna help?
He spent all of Hot Time in Hawaii not being horny.
No, he was horny for Hula Girls for a
Oh,
little bit.
excuse me, that's right, I forgot. That's what...
Busy.
You and Aja enter the hallway. A candelabra lights the entranceway. Both of you take a lit candle and start to explore the nearest rooms.
You wince as hot wax covers your hands. This was a bad idea.
But first you call on Synergy to transform you back into your normal selves. It's kinda spooky in here, whispers Aja, following closely on your heels. Heels. Heelys. Gem's wearing Heelys.
It's like that one gag in Scooby-Doo where Shaggy and Scooby are going down a hallway, but Shaggy's legs aren't moving, and when they pull out, he's wearing roller skates.
What?
That's the only thing I ever remember at all about any Scooby-Doo thing ever.
Which Scooby was this? What Scooby-Doo series was this?
The old one.
Did I tell you I got a Hot Wheels Mystery Machine?
No, what?
Because it was $1.
Joe, you part with your money too easily.
I also got a Hot Wheels Jetsons car.
Why?
Because it was $1.
You're the worst person.
A sudden clanging noise scares both of you, and you bump into each other. What was that? Gasps Aja. I think it came from the cellar. Let's take a look.
The what?
The cellar, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
You say, turning around, Aja is gone! Aja? Aja? Where are you?
She was just written out of the book entirely.
You whisper. Over here, Gem, Aja says, and be quiet. When you find her, Aja has started to climb a set of stairs that leads to the 2nd floor. Gem, she says, when we were walking across that bridge in front of the castle, I'm sure I saw a light in the tower room. Just now I heard voices. One was a woman's voice. It could be Sarah. Aja, you say, didn't you hear that clang? It came from the cellar. Maybe we should look downstairs first.
Is this a choice?
Please note page 41, Kristen.
Page 41. So go upstairs. Whoops, I keep bouncing my laptop. So go up toward the voices or down toward the clanging.
Tower room or cellar?
I think we're less likely to get locked in the tower room.
I think, yeah, the dungeon seems like it might be.
To get locked in the dungeon.
If you remember, Kristen, the last book had Stormer's sex dungeon.
Yeah, we don't want that again, or do we? Where's Roxy?
It's Roxy's sex dungeon now.
Ooh, or maybe Roxy's sex tower?
Yo, page 11, Roxy's sex tower. Alright. Alright, you tell Aja. We'll try the tower first. Here, you go first. I'll follow. Slowly you walk up the stairs. The flights are steep, but you keep climbing. If Sarah's up there, you've got to save her. When you finally reach the top, you see a long, narrow corridor ahead of you. The walls are made of stone, and you have the awful feeling you're in a tomb. A tomb on the 3rd floor of a castle.
Uh-huh.
There's a light on the end of the room at the other end, says Aja. Can you see it? Look under the doorway. Yes, you say. Let's go. As you and Aja walk down the corridor, you notice the door to one of the rooms is open. Look, you whisper to Aja. That door's open.
Great.
Maybe we,
So much.
maybe we should see what's inside. We might find something we could use to protect ourselves. I don't need protection, says Aja, doing a quick karate move on an invisible enemy. You see, I was going to go with the sex joke there, but the book ruined it. Let's go directly to the tower room. We've got to hurry. Zipper might come back any minute now. Please note page 11, Kristen.
I'm having slight issues hearing you again.
Please, page 11, please.
Page 11, okay.
Oh fuck, where was I? Okay. If you decide to look into the room closer to you, turn to page 7. If you decide to go to the tower room, go to page 23.
I guess we should look in the open room first, right?
Just in case, I'm feeling that too. So, going to page 7. 7. Aja, you whisper. The princess could be in this room too. We've got to look in here first. Okay, says Aja, but let's hurry. You put out your candles and enter the dark... Why do you put out your candles?
Let's make it harder to see.
Suddenly a hand grabs you and pulls you forward. You stumble into the room and Aja follows. You barely make out a shape of a person moving toward you. The figure lights a candle and you see it's an old woman. She walks towards you. Why, you're Jem! She says...
Jesus Christ!
She says sweetly in an American accent, and you're Aja, one of the holograms. I just love your music. Don't be afraid of me.
Spooky person, but friendly.
It seems odd that a woman of her age would be a Jem fan, but not impossible. You take a good look at the woman. Her gray hair is in a bun and she's wearing old-fashioned clothes. You decide she has a kind face. Who are you? You ask. I'm Ethel Raymond. She answers.
What?
I'm...
Also, before the joke passed, I put a new gif in.
Oh. Wonderful. I love it. I'm Eric Raymond's grandmother.
Not his mother? How old are you, bitch?
Goddamn old bitch! Turn to page 45. Forty... 45. Here we are. This kind-looking woman is related to that snake. You instinctively take a step back. The old woman walks around the room, lighting more candles. You and Aja sit on an old divan-covered...
So where did Shayna go?
Kicking Zipper's ass?
Oh, that's right. I forgot who was all here.
You and Aja sit on an old divan covered with a white sheet. I don't know what the fuck a divan is.
Yeah, that isn't familiar to me.
Divan?
Spell?
D-I-V-A-N?
Nope, I don't have anything.
Eric's always getting himself into trouble, she says. I'm afraid he's gone too far this time. I saw him bring that young girl to my house. He and that awful Zipper person are always up to no good.
That's your great-grandson you're talking about.
She leans in close to you and Aja and whispers, "If I can tell you where to find her, will you give me your word you won't turn my grandson into the police?"
Oh my god.
Eric Raymond paid this old woman, Kristen!
It's all fake. It's a trap.
He was in London, and he's just like, I got a casting call for an old bitch who can do an American accent.
Whoa, so it's her castle, but she's American?
Hide in this castle, and tell the pink hair lady, tell Rizzo, that not to turn me into the police. And I'll give you 1,000,000 smackers.
And the old lady went, done!
Shit, I'm all over that.
I gotta pay the ponies somehow.
You and Aja look at each other. The old woman reminds you of someone, but you can't quite remember who. It's on the tip of your tongue. Who is she? Can you trust her? This bitch is an actress. Oh my god. Turn to page 15.
You can tell she's an actress because Eric didn't think that his great-grandmother would be 5 million years old.
You must take the chance. Sarah's safety comes first. If you tell us where the princess is, we'll let that slimy grandson of yours go free. You have my word. He has her in the tower room, the old woman whispers. You turn to leave, but she stops you. Not that way. They've got armed guards at the door. Come over here, she says, walking to the armed guards. Jem's gonna get fucking shot!
Yeah, no, Joe, they probably mean swords.
No, I think I like that they have AKs.
No, probably just straight up medieval swords.
And thank you, Emily, with more facts coming in with what a divan is. It's the fainting couch.
I always thought those were just chaise lounges, which I know about because my house in Animal Crossing, New Leaf had one, and I was very proud of it.
Alright, what the fuck? Where were we? This old house has many secrets. Behind this bookcase is a passageway that leads directly to the tower room, the old lady tells you. She pulls out the last book. A section of the bookcase slides back to reveal a hidden passage. Let's go, says Aja, stepping into the darkness. Should you stop, Aja? This could be a trap. Can you really trust any relative of Eric Raymond?
So are we going to have a whole conversation about nature versus nurture?
If you decide to use the passageway, turn to page 70. If you think it's a trap, page 64. I'm throwing this one to the audience! Because honestly, I think we should follow Shayna's intuition, but Shayna's intuition in this book has been terrible.
So far. What page are we on?
This is page 15, excuse me.
Okay.
I can't... That Kung Pao gif is so good. I love it so much.
I'm surprised there weren't a lot for me to choose from that would be appropriate.
This is very good. Alright, M1's directing traffic here. We are going... if it's a trap, it's... decide to use the passageway, go to page 70. 70's near the very end of the book. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a dead end. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Come on, Jem, Aja calls to you. I'm sure we can trust the old lady. She's had every chance to call Eric if she wanted to. You peer into the darkened passageway. You enter cautiously, holding your breath. So far, so good.
You don't need to do that.
Looks
You're
all
not underwater.
Looks all right. You step back into the room and take a candle from the old woman. Go to the end of the passageway, she tells you. Then climb the steps. At the top of the steps, you'll see a door with a rope. Pull the rope. It opens up a secret door right in the tower room. Cool, got it. Let's say let's go.
Okay, shut up. We're leaving.
You and Aja start down the secret passageway. Yuck, Aja says. I don't think I'm going to like this place. Turn to page 34. 34. Holding the candle in front of you, you lead Aja towards the steps at the end of the corridor. Cobwebs cling to the walls and hang from the ceiling. You push them away from your face. Dust balls float up from the floor. Oh no! Cries Aja. Oh no! What? What is it? You say, suddenly stopping. I think I'm going to sneeze!
Pinch your nose and deal with it!
Turn to page 56. You don't want her fucking brains to blow out of the back of her head, Kristen!
Cover your mouth and cover Aja's mouth and nose with your hand.
56.
Choke her out.
Tell her to look at the lights. Choo! Aja sneezes. The candle flickers. You cup your hand around the flame. Somehow it doesn't go out. Shush! You whisper to Aja, who holds her finger under her nose. I'm alright now, she says.
Why did they have her sneeze directly into the candle?
You and Aja continue down the corridor. Finally, you reach the steps. We made it, Aja says, still holding her nose. The two of you climb the steps. They narrow, then twist. It seems as if you're climbing forever. I don't like this, you tell Aja. There's something wrong. There's something wrong, all right. When you reach the top of the steps, there's no rope and no doorway. Turn to page 17.
Well.
17.
Scale the cobblestone.
No doorway, cries Aja. What do we do? It's okay, you assure her. Here's another hallway, and I think I see a door down there. But there's no...
Well, why did we panic then?
But there's no door at the end of the second hallway. Just another hallway. Now you're frightened. Your heart beats faster, and something is definitely wrong. What should we do? Should we go back? Asks Aja. No, you answer, trying to stay calm. This has to end somewhere. We've got to keep going. The hallway winds around to another, and then another. You're beginning to get dizzy. The candle is getting shorter. Pretty soon it will go out. Here, you cry. It's the rope. Pull it. Aja quickly pulls the rope. Something is happening to the floor. It's crumbling. You're falling!
See you later.
Page 60.
What was that rope attached to?
In the distance, you can hear a faint and familiar voice. Goodbye, Gem, it says. Sweet dreams. You recognize the voice.
It was Clef!
It's Pizzazz!
No!
She was the old lady!
Pizzazz is a great actress. We never knew.
Oh no, how could you have been so trusting? Don't look now, Gem. It looks like you're about to make your biggest hit. The end. So we gotta go back to page 15, even though that's probably a trap too.
Well, it's our only other option.
And we know that this is Pizzazz, so she turns around and clubs Gem on the back of the head with a blackjack.
I guess so.
All right, let's add another GIF. What we got going on here? Media files. I'm going with the witch
I
one.
know just because the thing says this person's familiar, that's what we get, and that's like our hint. I guess, do you think Pizzazz was just still wearing her Pizzazz makeup?
She's got weird contouring lines on her face. What's going on?
Huh, I guess the old lady's just super hip.
If you think it's a trap, turn to page 64.
I like that Pizzazz knows Aja's name.
You, blue one.
The one that's not Stormer.
Wow, the city is so alive on a Saturday.
Can you hear the sirens?
Yes, I can. That's why I haven't been reading anything.
That's the opposite side of my house, too.
All right.
Oh, this Dibbin is sweet. Emily sent us a good link. I'm gonna put it in the thing.
Wait, you say to Aja, you whisper. Something about that old woman is familiar, but I just can't put my finger on it. You sense...
It's that she's fucking Pizzazz.
You say, sensing trouble. Mrs. Raymond, you turn to say, could you get us another candle? It's awfully dark in there. Yes, my dear, she replies and walks to the desk. Aja, you say quietly, I think we should take the old lady with us and get her to take us to Eric. We can exchange it for... Oh my god!
It's so good!
No, not that, Kristen. You got distracted clearly because you missed the part where Gem is looking to use this poor old woman as a bargaining chip to take her as a hostage, basically.
Oh my god!
Let me just go ahead and read that again here. Aja, you say quietly, I think we should take the old lady with us and get her to take us to Eric. We can exchange her for Sarah.
Wow!
Okay, Gem, says Aja. When she comes over here, I'll grab her.
What the fuck?
The old...
Grab the pilot, but we're down to subdue an old woman?
The old lady walks toward you. When she hands you the candle, Aja grabs her arm. Suddenly you hear someone outside the room. Whoever is outside the room is about to come inside the room. Your heart beats faster as you see the doorknob turn. Turn to page 12. 12th. Page... The plot thickens. Page 12. Quickly, Aja, you say. Take the old lady and hide behind the curtains. You blow out the candle and hide behind a chair. The door slowly opens. The light from the corridor illuminates a figure who enters the room. Inside, you! Says the figure, dragging a second person into the room. You recognize Zipper, and he has Shayna with him.
Joe, I have a question.
Yes.
The hologram would have disappeared once Jem was away from Shayna.
Probably.
They're all idiots.
And he has Shayna with him. You must do something before Zipper finds you. You touch your Gemstar earrings. Instantly, the floor is covered with snakes! At the same time, you grab Shayna and pull her behind your chair. Shayna, you whisper. It's me, Gem. Don't be afraid. Snakes! Snakes! Bum, 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 bum. Holy cow! He says, shining his flashlight on the floor. They may just be holographic images, but they're real enough to scare Zipper. He runs out the door screaming, outrageous! Truly outrageous! Shayna says appreciatively. I gotta move down under the divan here. There we go. Under the divinals here. Where was I? Suddenly the old woman makes a break for the door. She's pretty fast for an old lady. In fact, she's getting away!
Channel, Grissom, link to YouTube.
It's late, but I sent you a thing.
Oh, thank you. Is this the Taro Ham Heartbreak music?
No.
Oh. Thank you.
That joke again.
Alright, where were we? 55 is where we're going. 55. As the old woman runs across the room, she looks down at the floor. Snakes! She yells. I hate snakes!
Oh, we learned something new about Pizzazz.
Just call me President George Sears!
Pizzazz was solidus the whole time.
She jumps up on a chair, and the sudden movement makes her wig fall off. You recognize her at once. It's Pizzazz! Aja, Shayna, you yell, don't let her escape! It's Pizzazz! It's pizzas! We've been tricked!
Everything is going great so far.
Shayna neatly pulls her down from the chair, and Aja sits on top of her. Not gonna use karate, huh?
No.
Sits right on her face. Get off me, Pizzazz yells. You'll flatten me like a pancake. God damn. Be quiet, Pizzazz, or we'll use you for a trample. We'll use you for a trampoline. These motherfuckers are wearing... They're wearing heels!
They're hitting on her!
Now tell us, where is Eric holding the princess? Don't hold your breath if you're waiting for me to tell you, sneers Pizzazz. Or better yet, hold your breath and take a hike while you...
Hold your breath and take a hike.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Just use up all that oxygen as fast as humanly possible.
Oh no, you say, winking at Aja. Isn't that the one? Wait. Fuck, skipped a line. She'll never talk, says Aja. Let me use my hairdo hold on her. What? This is sounding more and more like a weird wrestling fetish porn.
It sounds like a cat fight.
Oh no, you say, winking at Aja. Isn't that the one in which the girl had her hair torn out at the roots? Pizzazz appears to be falling for this bluff. It's a bluff, I guess.
I mean, how much of a bluff is it? You take a chunk of the hair and you pull.
You try to keep yourself from laughing. I'll talk, cries Pizzazz.
Pizzazz, also, new character trait, loves her hair.
Turn to page 13.
It just wouldn't be menacing if it were shorter.
Don't touch my hair, cries Pizzazz. Not after it took me 3 weeks to get the right shade of green.
Yeah.
So, Pizzazz,
It's dyed.
green hair. In this instance, Pizzazz's hair is green, or occasionally blonde, maybe not. I don't know.
Dyed green hair.
Make it quick, girl, says Shayna. Okay, the princess is downstairs. She's tied up in the drawing room. She's tied up in the drawing room off the main hallway. She's just bait to get you. Let her up, you say. But hold on to her. I've got an idea. You, Shayna, and Aja lead Pizzazz downstairs, entering the drawing room. Sarah is tied to a straight-back chair. You quickly untie her. What's going on? She asks. Who's that strange-looking woman? I'm sorry about...
This is a famous rock star. Her name is Pizzazz. Get with the times.
I'm sorry about all this, Sarah. You say, I'll explain later. But first, we've got to leave a little surprise for Eric. You tie Pizzazz to the chair in Sarah's place. Outrageous, says Shayna. You've done it again. The end.
What? Was that a good ending?
It's not Jem getting amnesia and going off to Alaska with a dude or whatever.
I don't think that was it, but...
I don't think that was the ending.
I guess we go down to the basement now?
Yeah, I guess so, unless,
Kind of our only option.
yeah, I think so. Do I already have the... I'm keeping track of what fucking GIFs I don't even have up here. Let's go with, taking a train and I'm going to meet you. Taking a train, it's the one at the end of All's Right with the World. Taking a train. If you are there when I arrive, my heart will come alive. Taking a train, taking a train, taking a train. There we go. What page was that?
We are going to page 41.
41, thank you. Oh, come alive, I'm taking a train.
Stop
Taking a
it.
train.
Holy shit, stop!
Turn to page 27. 27. Yes, I think you're right, Jem, Aja tells you. Let's go to the cellar first. But how do we get there? I don't know, you say, but maybe there's a door under the staircase. Follow me. You hold the candle in front of you, and in short time find the door you're looking for. This must be it, you say, opening the door. It's awfully dark inside, Aja says, peering through the door. Once you step through, and Aja follows closely at your heels. You step...
With that word today.
You step through, and Aja follows closely on your heels. Ouch! The two of you bump right into a wall. Turn to page 22. Jem, Aja says, this is a closet. Great going. Okay, you say, and return to your exploration of the main hallway. It's gotta be here somewhere. Clang. Clang. There's that sound again, you say.
The
Aja,
pipe sounds sounded like in my old apartment.
Aja says, Aja over here, I found the doorway. This time the door leads down a twisting staircase, which ends in the middle of a long underground hallway. Now which way, Aja asks. Left or right?
Is this a choice?
Please note page 22, Kristen.
Left or right is pretty simple. I say we ask chat for that as well.
Yes, I agree.
My ankles are cold. Is that weird?
Maybe. I'm gonna take a drink real quick.
I'm wearing my house slippers and not socks, which is not great with my apartment being not heated.
Oh, alright, very good.
Left.
Left. Left it is. If you would decide to go left, go to page 71. 71. Here we are. Left, you say. Sticking close together, you and Aja follow the hallway until you come to what looks like an old wine cellar. Look at all those old wine barrels, says Aja.
Let's get wasted.
I just had an awful thought. Do you think Sarah could be in one of them?
What the fuck?
Shush, you whisper. I heard voices from over there. You and Aja edge closer to the barrels and listen. We'll fix it so this kidnapping looks as if Jem and her boyfriend were behind it, says a voice. It'll ruin that new video of hers. The Misfits will step in and be bigger than ever. That voice, you whisper. It's too familiar. Let's try to get a look at who's talking.
I thought Zipper was outside. Or
I was
assuming it's Zipper.
I was just doing the Zipper voice.
Maybe Eric's here now.
You and Aja peek out from behind the barrel. Two men sit at a table. Both of them have their backs to you. You can't quite see their faces, but you can see Sarah. She is tied to a chair, facing you. Suddenly, one of the men says, Boss, I think I heard a noise behind the barrels. You gotta do something. Turn to page 18.
Drink all the wine, get in a barrel.
Cask of Amontillado, somebody.
Inside the wine.
Several casks of Amontillado, somebody.
Yes.
Aja, you say, it's Eric Raymond and another one of his thugs. Gripper, I guess.
I guess.
Get ready. I'm gonna get Synergy to help us out. You take care of the two men. I'll do as much as I can. Ready, Jem, replies Aja, setting herself in a karate stance. They're really going with this one, huh?
I guess.
You touch your Gemstar earrings. Bats, Synergy! Let there be bats! Turn to page 29. 29. Immediately, bats fly out from the corners of the room and hover around Eric and the thug. They are so busy swiping at the bats they don't see Aja coming from behind the barrels. Aye!
Yeah. So.
She should just do the fucking the Tommy from Power Rangers. Tetsuya! She yells as she rushes out. She spin kicks the thug and karate chops Eric. They both fall to the ground unconscious. Fucking may as well goddamn Vulcan neck pinch him. Good work, you tell her, as you untie Sarah. Am I glad to see you, Sarah says, laughing. Well, you tell her, Eric is going to pay for this. As soon as you're ready, we're going to call Scotland Yard. No, shouts Sarah. No police. Don't call the police. What's going on here? Turn to page 58.
I guess Sarah got into some shit.
Wonderful GIF again.
You're welcome. If they didn't keep bringing it up, I wouldn't have to do this.
Turn to page 58. Sarah, you say, what's wrong? Oh dear, she answers. Eric somehow got his hands on some silly letters I wrote. They're really quite harmless, but if he were to publish them, it could embarrass my family. What kind of letters, you ask? Well, she says, they're love letters! And you know, a royal princess isn't like a regular teenage girl. We're supposed to be perfect. Sarah, do you know where Eric put the letters, you ask, suddenly getting an idea. Yes, Sarah says excitedly. I remember now. I saw him hide them in a compartment in the fireplace. I think I know the way to open it.
Where did this castle come from? What is the purpose of it?
Turn to page 69.
Nice.
You, Aja, and Sarah rush upstairs. Sarah shows you a room at the fireplace where Eric hid the letters. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where was I? Fuck. To where Eric hit the letters. There's a little lever here someplace, she tells you as you look around the fireplace. Hurry, Sarah, you say. Eric and that animal could wake up, and we've got to meet Shanna back at the car or she'll come looking for us. Suddenly, Sarah finds the lever and pulls it. A little drawer pops open, and inside is a small packet of letters tied with a pink ribbon. You light the fire, and Sarah gleefully throws them in. You're about to telephone Scotland Yard when the room starts to shake. Objects on the mantel rattle. An unmistakable whirring sound fills the room.
Woo!
Outside! You yell. As you run out the door, you meet Shayna coming in, but before she can say anything, you are practically blinded by the light revved up like a deuce of the motor in the night. Blinded by... Yeah, that one. She got down, but she never got up. She's gonna make it through the night. Blinded by a white light, you hear someone laughing. It's Eric! He's got... Oh my god, it's the castle's a robot! He's got Zipper and the other goon with him. You watch helplessly as they escape in a helicopter. Next time, Eric, you shout! Next time!
Is that actually in the book?
That's literally... That's what it says here. I didn't make the Inspector Gadget joke, even though I wanted to.
Was that the end?
Don't worry, Shayna says, putting an arm around your shoulder. We did what we came to do. Sarah is safe. There's only one more thing we've got to do, Sarah says. Celebrate! And that's just what you do. For the next 6 nights, being in London with a princess. It's a royal blast at the end.
I feel like
So...
the true ending of the last one had a lot more wrapping up. All of these sound pretty definitive to me, and I feel like we're running out of options.
Let's go ahead and go back and go right, I guess?
Okay.
What?
That was page 22.
22. Oh, man. Go right, turn page 59. I'm pretty sure it said something under, like, the end that said, like, hey, this is actually the ending last time.
Yeah, I feel like it was something like that.
Did we make all wrong decisions for this entire book so far?
I think there was the very first... Nope, the very first decision was go to the council.
Oh, yeah, we didn't follow the Misfits.
Oh, yeah, that's the only decision that we didn't have to go back and make.
Huh. Well, we'll do that
Oh,
eventually.
we're doing terrible, then.
We'll go right, you say, a little unsure of yourself. You and Aja walk down the corridor. Stop a minute, you tell Aja. I think I hear footsteps. You hold your breath and listen. Yes.
Tap, tap, tap.
Yes, you whisper. Hurry, we have to find a place to hide. You rush forward. Nothing. The corridor is leading nowhere. There's no place to hide. Whoever is behind you is getting closer and closer. Here, you say relieved. We can hide in here. Go to page 49.
In where? Tell me.
How many Animorphs Choose Your Own Adventures are there, Emily? Because I'd be all over that shit.
I feel like I can get behind that, too.
That'd be so goddamn dumb. 43. 43. Be nice if I turn to page 43. You and Aja step into a tiny room no bigger than a closet. You listen as the footsteps come closer. Then, you hear metal on metal. Someone is locking the door to the room you're hiding in. Oh,
yeah,
no.
I kind of expected that to happen at some point.
Oh, no. Did you put the bags in the car? The voice outside the door says. You recognize it. It's Pizzazz. The Misfits are here. Yes, replies Stormer. Okay, then. Pizzazz replies. We're out of here. We have a plane to catch. Everything here is locked up tight. This includes you and Aja. You've gotten out of tight spots before.
Oh my god, Pizzazz was just being thorough. She wasn't doing it on purpose. She was just like, well, I'm supposed to lock up this room before I go. Chick, chick.
You'll think of something, won't you? The end.
Something seems wrong.
Let me add a GIF real quick. And we can see what exactly we might have missed. Maybe. Go ahead and just add that one right in there. Right there. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, so 22 was the last page that we made a decision?
You mean...
Well, I know that was left or right. What was before 22?
Let's see. 15, which was,
Passageway.
Passageway or not.
You're right.
Page 11. The open room or the tower room.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
We
so...
didn't do that one.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. If you decide to go to the tower room, go to page 33.
I cannot imagine how hard it would be to go back if we were not keeping notes.
All right, Aja, you say. I think you're right. We can't waste time exploring every room in this old castle. Let's go directly to the tower room. You and Aja tip-tap. You and Aja tiptoe past the open door and stop in front of the door leading to the tower room. You listen at the door and you hear a faint voice inside. What are they saying? Aja whispers. I can't tell, but one is a girl's voice. You look around. You're standing in front of a solid wooden door. There's a window in the hallway to the right. Try the window, you tell Aja. Can we get outside that way?
Oh, God.
Aja opens the window and leans out. It's the Gem movie all of a sudden!
All of a sudden?
There's a narrow ledge out here, she says. I think we might be able to use it to walk around to surprise whomever is inside. Oh my God, Gem's gonna fall off the fucking castle.
This is great.
Maybe, you say, but I think we should just knock on the door and see what happens. Please note page 33, Kristen.
Sure.
If you knock on the door, go to page 44. If you use the ledge, go to page 48. And again, I really like the sound of the Animorphs book where you actually die. I like that a lot. Because did Gem die in any of the ones here? She had amnesia and I don't know, something happened.
She's been in some dire situations where the outcome has been, not totally clear.
Huh.
But I don't know how much that means, because I don't think they would love to kill Gem.
Your favorite pink lady.
Yeah.
Go on the ledge, then?
Yes, we are.
Alright, page 48. Oh no.
It's a good idea.
You're right, you tell Aja. I think we should try the ledge. Then at least we have the element of surprise on our side. You and Aja step cautiously out of the window. Once you're on the ledge, you begin to wonder if you've made a mistake. With your faces to the wall, you edge your way around the tower. Careful, you tell Aja. If we fall, we go into the moat. When you reach the other side of the tower, you find yourself in front of a 6-paned window. Will it open? Asks Aja. I'm not sure. Give it a try. Aja puts both her hands on the sill and pushes. Nothing at first. Then it moves. No, it doesn't move. You moved! What? The ledge! It's crumbling! You're falling. You hold your nose and take a dive into the moat. The rescue idea was all wet, and now you've left Princess Sarah high and dry. The end.
Well, we knew that was gonna happen.
I only wish you died.
Yeah.
I only wish Gem...
You just get wet and it sucks.
I only wish Gem died. I know I saved another GIF here. I know I have another new GIF. Oh well. Just do I'm okay. Sometimes the who to call my friend, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna make it through the day. Anyway, knock on the door, page 44. We'll try the door, you say. Just let me listen again. As you place your ear, you hear someone shout, "Untie me now!" You've got to act fast. It sounds like something is going to happen inside the room. Oops, excuse me. There you go. Another fine GIF.
Yep.
Aja, you say, get ready. I'll knock on the door, and when someone answers, I'll step aside and you knock him down. Ready, Aja says as she gets into her karate stance.
Okay, no, hang on. I'm only saving one Kung Pao GIF at a time. I have to find another one now. Let's see.
Oh, I just noticed in that GIF their outfits change. Why do their outfits change?
The video has a bunch of cuts in it where, the frame will, like, they did the dance a bunch of times in a bunch of different outfits.
Uh-huh.
So their outfits will change kind of like stop motion style.
Oh.
It's a very good video.
Mm.
Well, I guess this is just the best that we're gonna get. It's not a lot of GIFs of the Chosen One doing cool kung fu. Oh, I think we're gonna need to go down again.
I hope this is the zoom-ins from that fight part.
I couldn't find a good one of them.
Oh, damn it.
They were all, like, way too small.
I gotta watch Kung Pao again.
Yeah, me too. Send me the DVD. Let's watch it.
I don't know where the DVD is.
You have to have it somewhere.
I don't know where it is.
Look for it.
I've been looking for it. Whatever. Karate.
Wait, I changed my mind. Just give me 1 second. My desktop is way too full. I should have cleared it out before we started this.
I'm gonna take another drink of water in the meantime. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Yep.
Alright. You pound on the door and quickly step aside. The door opens a tiny bit. Aja rushes the door and jumps inside. Aye! She
Of
shouts.
course.
And then there's silence. Finally, Aja calls. Jem, come quick. Oh no, you fear the worst. Are you too late? Did you make a mistake? You rush into the room. You're shocked. What took you so long, says Sarah, as you enter the room. Sarah has Eric Raymond neatly tied to a chair and is playing checkers with him. Let's go, says Sarah. No, wait, she adds. He owes me $10. He may be a king rat, but you, he may be a king rat, but your Mr. Raymond isn't much at checkers. What?
They were betting on checkers. They couldn't have them playing cards.
The end, also, by the way.
What are we doing wrong?
Alright, Kristen, read me back some page numbers where we had to make choices.
Okay.
We were on 30.
The trap.
We were on
The tower.
We were on 33, and then 33 didn't work.
Okay. 31. Go to the place alone.
Oh yeah, shit! Huh. This book is leading us down paths that I did not realize were so quite long.
A lot of branches.
Yeah. If you decide to go along, go to page 42. 42. I'm going to follow the instructions in the note and go alone, you say. I'll try not to worry. Oh, excuse me. Try not to worry. If I'm not back in 2 hours, call Rio. Then call Scotland Yard. Be careful, Jem, says Aja. Are you sure you don't want me to come with you? I'd like a chance to use some of my karate on these cowards. Now you can...
The page up. Give me 1 second.
Now I'm gonna take a drink. Oh, for fuck's sake. Aja with this fucking karate, god damn it.
They wanted to make sure you didn't miss that.
We need to give Aja a character trait in this book. Who's laughing now? Alright. The
My
fuck?
nuts to your fist style.
Oh shit. Did I lose my page? God damn it. 31, going alone, to go alone, page 42. Okay, sorry. 42. You shake your head, no, and say goodbye. You take a flashlight and a map drawn by the Countess. Thank you for the other gif.
You're welcome.
Okay. A half hour later, you reach the drawbridge leading to Tennington Castle. You park your car and walk across. The only sound you hear is the footsteps on a stone walkway. Eventually, you find yourself in front of what was once the entrance to the Great Hall. A full moon, you say aloud, as if things weren't weird enough.
Okay.
Then suddenly there's a flash of lightning. Castle Thunder!
Jesus. They make our jokes for us, and I really kind of don't appreciate it.
Dark clouds roll across the moon, and thunder booms in the distance. Okay, Jem, no more stalling, you tell yourself. You're Jerica, by the way. You are not the person, Jem, because Jem the person do not exist.
No.
This is not Transylvania, and Dracula is not waiting for you inside. Nothing's going to happen. You're not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid at all.
Do I look like I'm afraid because I'm not?
You try the door. It's unlocked. Slowly you enter the hall. No one home. Maybe you should leave. Hello, love, a voice from inside says. Why does this voice sound so familiar? Turn to page 21. I wonder if it's Sarah.
Scroll down.
Oh, fuck.
Why are all the Kung Pao gifts I'm finding so small?
Come in. Oh, I was doing the wrong voice. Come in. Now you recognize the voice. It's Zipper, Eric Raymond's stooge. You should have guessed. Eric will stop at nothing to cause trouble for you. He's kidnapped Princess Sarah, but he's probably after you. Zipper leads you into a large room off the main hallway. The room is empty except for a single lamp, a table, and 2 chairs. A fire crackles in the fireplace. Seated in those 2 chairs are Eric Raymond and Princess Sarah, who appears to be tied to the chair. You smile at Sarah to comfort her, since she appears to be really frightened. Eric sits behind the table and motions to Zipper to walk over to him. "You see," Eric says to Zipper, "I told you she would come alone. Little Miss Goody Two-Shoes. She always does as she's told."
This was like our 8th choice.
Zipper snickers to himself. Eric stands and faces you. He says, "I've got you right where I want you, my dear. You're going to tell me everything I want to know, and soon." "What is it you want, Eric?" you say bravely. "What could I possibly have that you would go to all this trouble to get?" "It's your secret, Gem! I want your secret!"
Of course.
"I want your pop secret!"
I want your secret deodorant.
"Oscar's your father!" Turn to page 6. Eric comes closer to you. "I know Jerrica Benton's father was some kind of computer genius." Because you worked for him, maybe?
Yeah.
Thank you for all the Kung Pao gifs you are sharing.
You're welcome.
Before he died, he built a type of supercomputer that can transform energy. I know you have that machine, and I know it has something to do with your success.
What?
No! Come on.
crazy.
Don't fucking... What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? Eric leans forward. His face turns red with anger. "I want that computer!"
Please tell me we get an option to just say, okay, you can have synergy.
"And I want to know the secret way you and Jerrica control it!" His shouts echo through the room. But Eric... "You've escaped from me before, Jem, but not this time.
Oh my
This
God.
time, I took out a little insurance policy," he says, as he stands
I
behind...
brought your dad back to life.
As he
I
stands...
put him in a saw trap.
He stands behind Sarah's chair to make sure you get the point. "Eric," you try to reason with him, I don't know at all what you're talking about. Jerrica's my boss, that's all. I don't know anything about a supercomputer." You've got to stall for time. Eric is losing control. There's no way of telling what he might do. What are you going to do? Please note page 6, Kristen.
Start singing.
If you think you should stall and try to bluff Eric, turn to page 38. If you think you should try to make a break for it, before it's too late, turn to page 25.
Okay, well, we can't just run because Sarah's still here. So we're gonna keep bluffing.
Alright, so if you think you should bluff, go to page 38. Skipped right by it. 38. "Eric," you say, stalling for time, "believe me when I tell you that there is no secret power. It's just your imagination." Eric's fist slams down hard on the table. Zipper looks at you menacingly. You hear the thunder outside. Boom! 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 Or is that your heart beating? No, that's probably heart beating.
Yeah, well, who could really say?
"Don't try to bluff me, Gem," he yells. "All right," you say. "You're too smart for me, Eric. You've won." You look over at Sarah. You've got to come up with a story that Eric will believe so you can get Sarah out of here. "The bracelet I'm wearing," you tell Eric. "It contains a microcomputer that does what I want, does what I tell it to do. This is my secret." "You think I'm stupid?" shouts Eric. "You think I'll fall for such a silly story?" "The power comes from your jewelry." That's a laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Get it.
Turn to page 66. Execute order 6.
Shut up.
66. "I'll show you how the bracelet works," you say, stepping forward. "Just touch it and whisper what you want." You slowly place the bracelet on the table. In spite of himself, Eric is beginning to believe you. He gets distracted by the bracelet and doesn't see you touch your gemstar earrings. "Okay, Synergy," you whisper. "Do your thing." An extremely bright white light fills the room, blinding Eric and Zipper. You quickly untie Sarah and race for the hallway. Before you leave, you pull the cord on the lamp so the room is totally dark. "How did you do that?" asks Sarah as you race out of the castle. "Do what?" you ask, all innocence. "You know, the light. How did you do it?" Sarah persists. "Oh, I didn't do anything. It was just lightning." Good line, Gem.
God.
It was lightning. Your lightning fast thinking and a little help from your secret friend Synergy. Outrageous! The end.
Whoa. The end?
The end.
What?
So I guess try to make a break for it?
I guess we're running.
Page 25. Oops. 20, 25. 25. You've got 1 minute to make up your mind and tell me about your secret power gem, Eric tells you. Then, I turn you and the princess over to Zipper. Whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa!
Hey, Dad, you didn't say something about hitting no lady, okay? I don't know what kind of guy you think I am, but,
I'm shaping my life up. Get my act together.
The very last thing I want to do is hit a woman. I mean, who do you take me for?
I love hula ladies most, but Zipper loves all women.
If you're going to make a break for it, it's gotta be soon. Eric may decide to tie you up, and without the use of your hands, you're helpless. You can't touch your Gemstar earrings and contact Synergy. It's now or never. You desperately look around the room for an idea. You've got to create a diversion. The silence is broken only by the crackling sounds from the fireplace. A dying ember catches fire and sizzles, momentarily lighting the room. That's it! Turn to page 19. Page 19. You touch your earrings. The fireplace instantly comes alive. Huge flames leap from the hearth. They appear to reach out to Zipper and Eric. It looks like the whole room is in flames. Zipper runs for the door and Eric backs into the farthest corner. Gem, says Sarah. Run! Save yourself! Don't save me! The royalty! Save yourself, Rockstar!
You're so important!
It's okay, Sarah, you say, untying her ropes. You and Sarah race for the door. You must hurry. In moments, Eric and Zipper will be after you. Turn to page 49.
God.
As you and Sarah cross the drawbridge, she asks you, "What do you think made the fireplace explode, Gem?" "I can't imagine," you reply. "But you can never tell what will happen with these old castles. But it certainly was our good fortune." You're a little breathless as you and Sarah finally reach the car. Sarah gets there first. She opens the door, then straightens up and stands perfectly still. "Gem," she says, "we're not quite home free." You look into the car. Zipper is sitting in the passenger seat holding your keys. Huh?
And how?
"Hello, love," he says. "I don't think you're going anywhere without these."
As you can see, the driver's seat is already occupied.
He's right. The adventure is stalled, stopped, and out of gas. The end.
What the fuck?
Did we need to follow the Misfits, Kristen?
How bad did we mess up? Okay, let's see.
What are our pages that we got here?
Okay, everyone go or no? To the Countess's house or follow the car?
We already did that, yeah.
Jump or don't?
Jump. What jump? Out of the plane. Yeah. Gotcha. We did both of those.
The punching we did.
Yeah.
We did all that.
We didn't follow the Misfits.
I think 54.
Huh, so we're going all the way back to the beginning?
I guess.
Huh. Try to follow the Misfits, turn to page 9. I'll follow the Misfits, you tell yourself, and find out where they're going and what they're doing in London. You walk to the elevator. "Sorry, Miss Gem," says the security guard. "The lift is on the way down. It'll be just a few minutes until it returns." "Oh, well, actually," you said casually, "where's the staircase? I can just as easily walk down." "No problem." 24 floors?" he asks before showing you the door to the stairs. You start down the stairs. You quickly bounce down the first 5 flights, and the second 5 is slow a little, and then the next 5, and
You're going down!
you're a little breathless as you and your legs are shaky. After another 3 flights, you look at your watch and realize that Pizzazz and Stormer must be long gone by now. You'll never catch them. May as well go back upstairs and meet the princess. Start climbing and turn to page 61.
All the way back up?
All the way back up. Yeah, now we're back to, 54 was where we were before?
Yes.
Yeah, if you drive to the Countess's estate, turn to page 61, which is where we are. So, I think we're done.
Yeah, I read the entire fucking book.
Let me just flip through the pages really quickly and see if there's any more text other than the end.
Yeah, like things that you don't recognize, anything that looks final.
It's Rio. Eric comes closer to you. "Aja," you whisper. Eric smiles at you. "I'll follow the Misfits." The plane sinks lower. "All right," you tell Aja. "Quickly, Aja. Don't touch my hair," cries Pizzazz. The plane dips lower and lower. You must take a chance. You, Aja, and Kimber get out of the Countess's car. No doorway. Wait, no. Oh no, we did do that. Aja, you say it's Eric Raymond and one of his thugs. You touch your earrings. The fireplace instantly comes alive. We must go to the Countess's estate. Notify the authorities. Come in. Jem says, Aja, this is the closet. Before you can answer, the Misfits charge down the road. You hold Rio's arm. 1 minute to make up your mind. When you wake up, nothing. Blah, 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 blah. I think you're right. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Oh. Big ending. We gotta, Adventure's at an end. The end. Nope, I'm getting close to the end here. The end. That's it. We're done.
Read the entire book.
Yeah, I guess there's no definitive ending. It's just, wow, the princess. What a character she was, Krista. Princess Sarah. What a great... This book, really, Aja is fucking so bad.
Yeah, like, is this a monkey's paw situation? We got more Aja, but if the cartoon had more Aja, is this what we would have had?
I'm gonna go check the first book real quick.
Yeah, also, could you scroll down, please?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. We need to do some investigating, because this seems... Like, I kind of expect us to save the princess, and then, we do more music video, and...
What?
We get to hang out with the Countess more. I'm explaining to anyone listening what I expected the ending to turn into.
The end. I thought that the end. I thought I could have sworn Jewels in the Dark. Well, this is a bit of a wet fart ending.
Yeah.
The first book set a weird precedent. The end. I guess there wasn't really much of a mystery this time. It was just... What was Eric's plan really just... the Gemstar earrings and that's it?
I guess the actual plan was supposed to be to...
I mean...
Get Jem and Pals onto the plane to get them to the tropical island. That's where the fake princess was. But due to fiction logic, Eric could be in one place or another depending on your decisions.
Yeah.
Lexi was dead. This is the story. I guess this person just completely forgot there was a third misfit. I think maybe they just thought that Possessed and Storm were real friends.
Huh, and there isn't any extra text under the end like I thought there was in the first book, so...
Okay.
Thanks for coming out, everybody! I hope you liked Gem, the video caper, which did not have anything to do with Vivian Montgomery.
Or really the music video.
No.
Like the princess caper.
Yeah, it's more like the stolen princess. Like a caper also implies that shit's getting like things are being stolen, not
or there's
people.
Like a mystery. There was definitely a mystery in the last one.
Yeah, the mystery here is just nothing. Maybe
there's not one. It's the princess is gone. The misfits took her. Figure it out.
Oh man,
Don't die.
Don't die. Which you nearly die a few times here, and in ceremonial fashion here. Let's just go ahead and start.
Do you jam on your buttons so hard?
Yes, I do. Go ahead and
get some real finality in there.
get everything nice and clear. Clear it up. Very good. Let's get that right gone. Get that gone. Get ye gone. Get ye gone, logo. Oops, that's not the logo. Ye gone. Nope, that's also not the thing that I wanted to get rid of. No, how would I get rid of this thing? How about I hit delete and you get rid of this thing? Just keep it going.
There.
Come on. No, go further. I know you can extend further than this. I guess I can't.
There we go.
Here we go.
Happy Easter.
Say goodnight, Babs.